Hey guys, it's Moose, back with another edition of Farming Simulator 2017. And welcome back to Pine Cove Farm. When we last left off, you guys may remember we stacked a little bit of grass bales over by the sheep pen. Today we are going to work maybe a little bit on cutting some trees down. First thing we're going to do though is go check over at the composter and see how it's going and maybe settle off a load so that we can make a little bit of money so we can afford some forestry equipment. You see how that cycle goes, right? But anyways, thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smack that like button for me. It does help out tremendously. Leave a comment down below, and as always, feel free to share the videos with your friends, and you know, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. All that good stuff, right? So hope everybody is doing well. And speaking of subscribers, thank you to all the new folks who have joined the channel. You helped push us up over 26,000 subscribers. And as I announced last week, we're giving away a copy of Farm Sim 17 just to, you know, commemorate hitting 26,000. I try to do that periodically. But anyways, I had every intention of giving this away over on Friday with a, you know, announcement when I did this video. But I lost track of time. I have to be honest with you. My brain doesn't work so much right now. It's got too much chemical in it. And because of which, I sort of lost track of time. And I recorded an ATS video because I wanted to do the heavy hauling package. I put that out on Friday, and then somebody said, hey, you know, it's a Farm Sim winter. I thought, oh my gosh, I completely forgot to do that. So I had every intention of doing that on Saturday. Then I had a nightmare of a weekend. So it's Sunday, and I'm recording this video so that I can go ahead and announce the winner on, well, whenever this video comes out. Let's say it comes out on Sunday, because maybe I'll go ahead and render it up and put it out today so you guys can actually have video today. So anyways, the winner, Robert Langford, is the winner of our Farm Sim 17 giveaway. Robert has been around for a while, as a matter of fact. I've seen him comment on many a video. He's been with me for quite some time, so congratulations, Robert. I basically listed everybody's name down on a piece of paper, assigned a numerical value to you in the order in which you commented on the video. Then I used a random number generator to pick out a number, and Robert was our winner. So congratulations, Robert. If you'll get with me either via Facebook or direct message on that thing that starts with the letter D, Discord, send me a private message on there with your email address. I will get you a copy of Farm Sim 17 sent over that you can redeem over on Steam. So anyways, thanks. If you guys didn't win, don't fret. I do giveaways all the time. Basically, anytime my whole game plan is basically anytime we hit like 1,000 subscribers, give away something. And then when we hit a milestone like 30,000 subscribers, I tend to throw the kitchen sink out and you know, just give away a whole bunch of stuff. So but anyways, it's my way of saying thanks, because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have a channel. And yeah, well, I might have a channel, but I might be just doing this for giggles, and nobody would actually say, hey, thanks, or hey, you're doing a nice job, or blah 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 blah. So anyways, so pulling around here, let's check and see how much we got, see if we can actually get a trailer load here. 56,666 you know, compost of Satan, but we've got plenty of it. So we'll load up the trailer here, and this thing should be on manual. So if we hit R, there we go. And we covered how to change that before by getting out and looking at it. We did that previously in one of our Pine Cove videos. So if you don't know how to do that, well, I'll jump out of the truck in just a second and show you. Get our trailer all nice and filled up. We're just going to haul it next door to the BGA. But alright, so the way this works, if you jump out of the truck, if you don't want this thing to be, if you want it to automatically fill up your trailer when you come under it, walk up under here and you can change the settings on this by using R. And see, it says goes to automatic charging or manual charging just by hitting R while looking at it. And we're going to leave it on manual charging. So I like to charge manually. Charge meaning refill. All right, so back in our truck and off we go. Get out of here. Don't want to pull out in front of the traffic. Traffic, for some reason, with this truck and trailer combination, likes to run into the side of it. I don't know why. So I prefer not to pull out in front of traffic because I know they're going to run me over. Just the thing. So anyways, how you guys doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a great weekend. I had a miserable weekend. It kind of started, well, Saturday morning. I had every intentions of doing a live stream Saturday morning. I had this bright idea, right? When I realized that Thursday was actually Friday and that I hadn't announced the Farm Sim winner, I thought, well, you know what? I'll just get up Saturday morning, refreshed and bright-eyed, and I will do a live stream of Farm Sim, and I'll announce the winner in the live stream, and we'll just hang out and chill out while I get some stuff done on this farm, make a little bit of progress and everything. And it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. So why don't I get up and I'll start off around 10 a.m. my time, right? Sounding like a great idea, doesn't it? So I get up, have my morning coffee and breakfast and all that other stuff and get stuff done and sit down to do the live stream, and I got everything set up. I got Twitch set up and YouTube set up and all the little background stuff that goes on, all the little secondary programs that I use for music and the counters and the all that stuff, right? And got Farm Sim all working and looking good, and I was ready to roll. So I went into my streaming software, which I use XSplit, and I use XSplit for everything. I use it to record my videos as well as to stream my videos. And recording, I hadn't had any issues with XSplit, not a one, in the last whatever that I've been putting videos out the last couple weeks. So I go and I hit the button to change the scene over to what the live stream is, because on the recording side of it, all I have is the game capture. There's nothing on my on there other than the game capture, and that's it. The live stream scenes, though, have all kinds of like secondary scripts running in the background. They're the things that pull in like the subscriber count, and they pull in the time that the stream is up, and who the last person who donated was, and who the last subscriber was, and all that stuff is pulled in dynamically through a bunch of scripts. And so that stuff is all in there. Well, when I switched over to the live stream side of it, it crashed. Just immediately went down. And I really should drive in first person. I don't run into walls when I do that. I didn't make that turn very good, did I? Because I'm not anywhere near the trigger. So anyways, software crashed. For the next 6 hours, I spent trying to figure out why it was crashing. And yeah, I tried everything. I went through technical support and all that other stuff. Well, first, you go through the basics. Restart your computer, make sure that it's not something stupid, because I did upgrade my NVIDIA drivers the other night, and that meant that NVIDIA Experience was up and running in the background, and so there's a conflict right now between XSplit and NVIDIA's software, so you have to disable. It's a whole lot of junk. So anyways, I jumped through all the hoops. Nothing worked. Nothing would fix the problem. So I went to XSplit's site and read and tried a couple of things that they suggested on there. That didn't work. I read some more, went to some support forums, read some more. So anyways, after 5-6 hours of all this, it turns out Microsoft on the 22nd pushed an update to my computer. That particular patch involved some sort of update for their DVD player / media player, and whatever is in there hosed the whole media side of XSplit for me. And so that was what was causing the crash. And so the option to fix my computer was to uninstall that patch. But I couldn't get that to uninstall, but I did find that there was another patch that Microsoft put out a couple of days ago that my computer had not yet downloaded, and it actually resolved the issue. So I got that downloaded. That took forever and a day to download, and then I got it installed, and long story short, after 6 hours I finally got it running and was able to stream, or so I thought. I at least had the software up and running, and that was good. So some of you guys may have seen I started to stream Saturday evening around 5-ish, and it lasted 8 minutes. The reason for that is my internet is sort of got a problem right now. It's got a cold, needs a little medicine, needs to see a doctor. So the doctor's going to make a house call Monday and hopefully try to resolve the issue, because it's kind of frustrating that when I want to do something, I can't do it because my system's not working. And I'm not going to badmouth my internet company, because to be honest with you, ever since the whole line debacle, they've been really good. I've gotten higher speeds than I paid for, and I'm pretty happy with them. So things happen every once in a while. You got to blow the dust out. You got to check some connections, maybe get a little corrosion, and it just needs a little TLC. And so the man is coming over. I'm gonna park this down here actually, because it's trailer and tipper or whatever. It should go under here. Besides, we're gonna buy some forestry equipment, and we'll need room for the forestry equipment. So anyways, basically what I found had happened with my internet, and according to the people at my my internet provider, there's a lot of noise on the line, whatever that means. Interference, I guess you would say. But that's causing some issues to where my stream or the amount of bit rate I'm getting out of my bandwidth that I'm getting right now is in the tank. I would run speed tests, and I was seeing like download speeds over 100 megabits. I'm getting 100 meg or better downloading, but upload I'm only getting like 2. At some points I was getting 1. Now this morning I'm getting like 18. So I don't know if it's fixed itself, or they did something overnight to resolve some issues, or if it's just a fluke, or what. Like I said, the doctor is coming over Monday to give it the once over, and by doctor I mean one of their highly trained and tattooed technicians coming out to check on the internet. So that will happen, and hopefully resolve things, and I can get it up, because I was dropping, like, I started rolling the countdown to the stream, which I always like to give a 5-minute heads up before I start the stream. So that's the reason I run that little intro at the beginning. It's just basically, hey, I'm getting ready to do something. You might want to grab some popcorn and come watch, and give you guys time to, join so you don't miss anything. And then the stream starts and we go. And like a minute or two into rolling that intro, I started getting these red flags up about drop frames. And for those who don't know anything about the streaming side of it or anything, when you do video, you do frames, and it's so many frames per second, right? Well, if you're not transmitting those frames, you get what are drops or drop frames, and you start having issues on the other end of it where it stutters or it lags really bad, and video doesn't match the audio. You get where you're looking at the video but the audio is 30 seconds behind and stuff like that. So those are the problems with drop frames, and that was what I was having. I was just dropping tons of frames, which is a heads up that either something's wrong with the encoder, or my computer, or my internet. And so after a few minutes of it, I had to quit, give up, and I started running more tests to try and resolve the issue, or to figure out where the issue is. First thing is unplug the router and let it sit for a minute or two, and then plug it back in and see if that resolved the issue, and that didn't. So then I unplugged the router and actually unscrewed it from the cable and let it sit for 5 minutes, and and then went and plugged it all back in, and that didn't resolve the issue. And it just, I went through everything I could think of to try to fix it. Ran a bunch of speed tests. XSplit allows me to do bandwidth tests, and that was where I really saw I had a problem. Was I was running the bandwidth test on XSplit, and it was going from, like, I try to stream at about 3,500 kilobits per second. It was pushing anywhere from, it would like jump up to 4,000, and then it would go down to 100, and then it would go up to 700, back down to 200, up to 3,000, back down to 100. And I wasn't getting any consistency on my throughput. So once I saw that, then I called the cable company, and they put me on hold, and I listened to some really bad music, and then they finally talked to me, and they verified that I had some issues, and they would send the doctor out with a can of WD-40 or something, and squirt it in some connections and get rid of a little crustaceans and fix the problem, which is probably, that's exactly what it is. It's probably corrosion somewhere between the house and the pole. One of those connections is, the salt air down here plays havoc on stuff like that. So they'll have to clean it up, give a little squirt of something, some sort of solvent, and a little protective coat, and pat it, powder its butt, and make it feel good, and give it a hug and a kiss, and everything will work right after that, and I'll be back to where I'm supposed to be. So no big deal. But I say all that just to let you guys know what's going on, because those of you who might have tried to watch it might be wondering what happened, and and that's the way it is. And that also goes to tell you why I didn't record a video on Saturday, because I spent all day doing technical support stuff. Yeah, so anyways, all right, we're here at the shop. We're gonna buy some goodies so that we can go cut some trees down. So I'm gonna try something a little bit silly here. We'll see how it works. I'm not gonna do the traditional forestry thing. I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to get this guy here, the Paul Finger whatever, this grapple that goes on the back of the tractor. I really like this. We've used this before. I really like this mod. Very nice. We'll just get it in black. I don't think we need to color it up. Actually, I like it in red. I like the red. And not because I like red. I just think that's its natural color is red. So, I would like for it to just default to that red, but which red to get? That's red. I kind of like red. So there, that's red. We'll buy that. There we go. The next thing we're gonna get is we need something to haul the wood with. We're gonna get the lumber trailer. Now I know there's other mods out there I could be using, but I'm just using the standard stock stuff. I don't want to go for anything. I did try some different mods out that I was gonna use for a lumber trailer. Like there was one out that on the mod hub that has the actual it has the crane arm on the trailer and you can use it. But I had some, with what I'm going to do today, I had issues connecting up a dolly to it, and I couldn't get, like, I had a real hard time getting underneath it with a dolly or even another truck, so I just gave up on it. But we are going to buy a dolly today as well, because what I want to do is not actually drive the trailer into the field with the semi. I want to just basically a makeshift buffalo using a with the Valtra is what we're going to go for here, and see if we can't do this and make it work. I think it'll work. Maybe it'll work. I hope it works. This is the game plan for the day. And otherwise, we have to change the game plan. And I don't want to change the game plan. I want things just to work. For a change. Unlike this weekend when nothing worked. Alright, so what I want to do. What I'm going to did. There used to be this Cajun chef. Justin, I can't think of his name. Old guy, he was hilarious though. And it was always, what I'm gonna did. That's the way he always said everything. Instead of what I'm gonna do, it's what I'm gonna did. The guy was awesome. He was on PBS. Y'all probably saw him, blue shirt, overalls. I can't think of his name, saved my life right now. But funny old guy. I used to like to watch his stuff. Like all that Cajun cooking. Alright, so we'll back this dolly up underneath this thing. So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm making my poor man's version of a buffalo. I don't really feel like repositioning multiple pieces of equipment every time to pick up a tree, and this should work for us. There we go. Connect up. Cha-ching! The poor man's buffalo. Now, in all honesty, I probably should have brought the semi up here to pick all this up, but yeah, this is the way we're going to use it, so. There we go. See how crazy this looks. Ching, do 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 do. There we go. Poor man's buffalo. So we'll run down to the farm and we'll bust out the chainsaw, do a little tree cutting. And then what we'll do is once the trailer's loaded, we'll pull it out, drop it, hook it up to the semi, take the semi over and you know, transport with the semi, but we'll go into the field with the tractor. Like I said, I had to take the tractor up there anyways to get the crane, so I might as well just use the tractor to transport everything back. I don't really, I have to be honest with you, I don't really like transporting with the tractors though. I don't like running the tractor on the road that much. I know it happens a lot in some areas, but you just don't drive tractor on the road that much where I live. You do some, but if you're going any sort of distance, like I've seen some guys that in Europe, they'll drive 30-40 minutes down the road in their tractors. You know, and that's the way it is. They'll go to one field and then they'll drive 30-40 minutes to another field and they'll do it and everything. It's just, you know, if you're doing that in the States, you're putting it on a flatbed and hauling it. Speaking of which, the other day I was coming back from the doctor and right in front of me a big huge Challenger being transported on a flatbed. For the life of me, it was coming from the coast back into town. For the life of me, I can't figure why somebody would have had a Challenger down in that particular area, but it was a great big one, and I was like, ooh, Look at there. Nice. All right. Wait a minute. Why are there bales in this field? Did I not save the game after I stacked all the bales the other day? Facepalm. Moron alert. Moose made a mistake. You're an idiot. Guess what I'll be doing after I do this particular experiment thing that we do? I'll be bale stacking again, kids. Oh, I forgot to buy a chainsaw. Chainsaw. I don't like this steel. Is it me or is this... I don't like this. It's too small. I don't like it. It seems like, I don't know, the modeling on it's more like a home light than a steel. It just... steels for forestry has a nice long bar on it and chain, and, you know, they're huge. I mean, this is like the homeowner I mean, if it is, it's the tree limb pruning version of the chainsaw. It's not, I don't know. There's something about the size that we'll buy one anyways. What the heck? I don't know. There's something about it I just don't like. Like, it just seems small compared to what I'm used to as far as a steel chainsaw. I like them big, huge. I've probably shared before, when I was young, I worked for a tree pruning company at one point, and we actually, I guess some of you guys may have heard Asplon or Asplon. I worked for them for a little bit. Hey, this is going to be interesting with those bales in here. I guess what we'll do is we'll follow the trees this way and then cut them up and connect them. So, and again, for those who don't know this, whatever way you cut, whatever direction you cut, that's what way the tree is going to fall. I say that because even some like veteran YouTube guys that I know didn't know that. So if I cut facing, if I'm in flat like this and I cut from right to left, the tree is going to fall to the left. And boom, there it goes. And as long as you're flat, see that little wedge that it put in there, that little kerf, the auto kerf, as long as you are nice and flat and level, it will automatically put that kerf in there for you. So we'll drop another one that direction. Yeah, that sounds like, you know, my dad's old home light. That sounds more like that sounds like a beast right there. I mean, that sounds like a good chainsaw. That sounds like my Alice Chambliss. I've talked about that chainsaw before. That's a monster. That thing, it weighs a ton. But man, and it takes forever to say. It is like, it takes forever to get started. But once you do get it started, holy cow, you can rip through some lumber. You can rip through some trees. Alright, so anyways, delimb all this stuff, and then we'll section it up, and we'll get ourselves some logs here. Got a mess now, don't we? Let's see, let's do this one here. I probably talk about the same things every time I do these trees and stuff, which we've already done this whole process once. We used the in-game the small log trailer, the Paul Finger little red one. We used it, and I thought I'd do it a little bit different this time. Seeing as we own a semi, and yeah. Somebody was commenting the other day on starting equipment for this map that it was, they didn't understand why do people give you such big equipment and stuff like that to start off on the map. I think really because most of these map makers, you know, they're oh, did I forget that there it is. Why is it not showing me the numbers? Oh, it is showing me the numbers. Steering wheel's in the way. I got a new setup and I'm having a hard time with it. I gotta be honest with you. Because I'm right up next to the monitor now, and it and where the microphone is and where the steering wheel is, I can't see the numbers. I'm trying. I'm making do with it. Changes will be made when I am no longer a one-legged man. See, I cut the wrong log there. Oh! All kinds of errors today, right? Get that one cut, sectioned. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, because of my leg situation, I had to change up my office a little bit. And basically, you know, in order for me to function and do stuff, I had to get rid of my old setup and make a new setup so that I could actually be able to use the foot pedals and still be able to elevate my left leg and all that good stuff. Well, in the process of doing so, I moved myself much closer to the monitor, and because I play with this huge honking monitor, which I really, once everything gets done, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna go buy me some smaller monitors and go to more traditional monitors instead of using this huge 50-inch, basically television is what I watch on. But it's time to grow up and go back down to some smaller, you know, 4K monitors, and as everything evolves. We'll just leave that long. I was going to cut the tip out of it, but I decided not to. Alright, so we'll move down here. Reset the measurement mod. Go. And we'll come up to here. That's about right. Close enough. Can't believe I forgot to save after doing all those bales. I got to do baling again. It's alright. I don't mind. Like I said, I kind of enjoy it. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing though and go get the you know, forks and do it all over again for you guys. Though I love you. I do. And if you were like, oh no, do it again, I would do it. But I think there would probably be a little backlash if I did 2 baling videos back to back on the same bales. I think some people might go, didn't we just watch this the other day? I think he's losing his mind. Oh, sure. Or as somebody said the other day, and I think it was actually Robert who said it, you have to have a mind to actually lose it. Thanks. Appreciate that. Thanks for the vote of confidence you instill in me. You make me feel loved. I'm a moron. Okay. I'm sure some of y'all are like, you said it, I didn't. Alright, that's done. Did this big tree get done yet? I don't think we've done the... no. Been done this one. So, left alt. Go. Alright, so we'll section all these up. Once we get them all sectioned up, then we'll bring the tractor over here and we'll load them all up. And if the game plan works, this will be much like using a buffalo in the sense that we should be able to just kind of travel down the line, and other than setting the stabilizing feet, we'll be able to pick everything up, put it right into the back of the trailer. Now we may have to, like, I don't think I can get logs into the back of the trailer from where the tractor's sitting. So it might be a situation where we load the front and then we have to reposition the trailer and then disconnect, then load the logs and all that good stuff. So all right. Thought about getting a log grapple also and bringing the little tractor over here and maybe throwing some logs on with it. I don't know though. It seems like I don't know if it would pick these up in real life. Might be a bit heavy for it. I don't know that you can pick a 5-meter lip for that size tractor is what I'm saying. I mean, I look at that like a loader 100. I don't know. That might be a loader 300. It might. If it was a 300, it could probably pick it up. But if it was like a 100 series, I don't think it could pick up these logs. It would just kind of look at it and go, nope. Ain't happening, Budrow. Ain't happening. I'm trying to think of what the biggest log I've picked up with a 100 is. Or the heaviest thing that I've picked up with a 100. I think I picked up a big... It might, because I think I picked up a 6x6 with it. Did I use a... might have used an excavator to pick up the 6x6s. I forget. It's been a while. You might be able to pick this thing, one of these up. In game, obviously you'd pick it up. In game, you can do anything you want in game. I'm just trying to think about what it would be like in real life. All right, so that should get all of it sectioned up. And at this point, we should be able to pull around over to the outside of it and roll everything in. Alright, so we want to be on that there. Actually, we want to be on the tractor first. Because I want to go in the tractor and that button there. Which button do I have set up for it? That button, that button, that, nope, not, no, That button? What button is it? Can't think about it. All right, when in doubt, flip it out. Left control and B, that's it. There we go. There we go. Now we got her going on. All right, so should be able to turn that around like so. And should be able to pull that out like that. Go. All right, come down. Oh, I probably should go ahead, switch over to that and put the legs down. Stabilizer legs are down. This up. Oh, I can't see over. Hang on. There we go. Better. Let's get this all the way up to the headache rack. Oops. Ooh, getting adjusted to this one is interesting. Here we go. That's where you need to be. Boom. All right, so there we go. Rotator in. What are we hitting on? We're hitting on the hell over there. There we go. Get her all the way up to the headache rack. Drop it down. Excellent. Let me check what I got next to the truck. Nope, that's it. All right, so we raise up the legs. Right, raise up the stabilizer legs. Pull forward a little bit. Oop, 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 oop. Remembering that you're driving in reverse there, Moose. All right, if we get right here, we should be able to put the stabilizers back down. There we go. See what we can do here. Poor man's buffalo. I think that's what we'll call this. I mean, you're not necessarily poor if you can afford to buy all of this, but we're not buying a $500,000 Ponzi either. All right, so up to the headache rack. Go, drop the log. Let's see. Need a screenshot. Need a screenshot. Bear with me for a minute. It's Alt H, right? There we go. Let's do it like this. Doot doot doodle doo. Grab a log. Pick her up. Drop it. By accident. Oh. Here we go. Pick the log back up again. Around. Alright, so if we position somewhere cool looking. Can that do it? Yeah, that might work. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll take a picture that way, and I'll take a picture of that away, and maybe one of those will work for a thumbnail. Okay. And rotate that. Oops, actually, I want to rotate it so that the falling end is towards the head of the tractor, or head of the trailer. Yeah, third person is not the way to do this. Can't really see where my log is. I really do like doing it in first person, but I thought I would do one in third just so you guys could get an idea on it. But obviously this is turning into a huge comedy of wiggle waggle. Here, drop that in place. Alright, back into first person. More of a challenge to do this in first person anyways. Rotate that around a little bit. Set her down. Grab the log. Log up. Go. The log back down so I can see it. Hello, log. Come down a little bit. There we go. All right, pull that into the headache rack. I actually think I can see better out of this to do logging with than I could with the buffalo. Just because the headache rack on the buffalo has so many bars and everything, your vision is limited. This, at least I can actually see what I'm doing. That log is not like the others. It's a bit longer. Let's see if we can get it in the back. How far can we go out? Not that far. See if I do this and then come back to the front, grab it up here. See if I can push it back towards the back of the truck. Oh, come on. Oh. Dirty words. Really? Alright, that's not working for me. Might have to do a little cutting on that one. Unless if I can get it right in the very front, which is, you know, not real. Yeah, that ain't gonna work either. Alright, forget it. We'll lay it down here on the side and actually go back and cut it so that we can get it the length. Come on. Pick it up. There we go. Boom. Log in. That's probably as much as I can do from this particular position. Let's section this guy up. And we'll get it 5 meters. Nah, we'll cut it a little bit shorter than that. Just so it sits in the trailer better. Right about there. Go. Back into it we go. I didn't get rid of my measuring stick there. Kind of left it in the way. Only virtual. Boom. Oh, come on. Get over here. Let's see, turn that way, then bring it into the pole, and then drop it. Aha! And we'll grab this last little bit here. Oh, I say that. I can't reach out there and get it. It's too far. Alright, let's go ahead and raise our stabilizer legs. And let's see if I can lean around the pole here. Gosh, I love track IR. I love track IR. To be able to do that, yeah, that just is awesome. To be able to just lean around and look past that hole there. All right. Pull up here. I'll go ahead and put the stabilizers down and rinse and repeat. I'm kind of liking this setup. It works. Of course, I can't see the log, but again, track IR for the win. All I got to do is slouch down a little bit. I can see what's going on. Go. Hey, come on. Get in there. All right. Turn that one around. Let's put it over on this side a little bit. Go. Nice. Yeah, this is working out good. We might use this setup more in the future. Oops. There we go. Grab that. Rotate that around. Pull that in towards me. Drop it in there. There we go. All right. So I think that's everything next to me. So we just had to pull up a little bit more. I have to turn away a little bit here. There we go. Let's put the stabilizer legs out. How full are we? Oh, we still got room. We still got room. Got one log in there in the wrong place, but we deal with it. Logs over on this side here. Oh, don't twist and fall out. Here we go. So we'll have to get a stump grinder and grind all these stumps up. We'll do that coming up. And that'll get this field, give us a little bit more usable acreage here. I wouldn't call it acreage, but it gives us just a little bit more usable area in this area for the pasture. Go. God, I love being able to just kind of crouch down a little bit with my head to be able to see that log. Get all that done. Couple more logs to pick up. So here's the real trick here is I'm about full. I need to be using the back side of the trailer. That's where this setup lacks, is not having the ability. This arm's just not long enough to get to the back of the trailer. That's the downside of this. But what we can do is position the trailer in an area and then disconnect from it and then load it and then reconnect and drive off with it. Uh-oh, I got troubles here. I got a trouble here. Come back to me. Oh, I missed it. I missed it again. Got it that time. There we go. Yeah, what I can do is I can get all this wood here pulled in close. Yeah, well, I say I can. If I pull this about right here, and then I grab these two little twigs up here that are way up here. If I grab this, move it in, drop that right about there. What I should be able to do is disconnect from the trailer. Should need to be here. Disconnect that, and then I should be able to Yeah, see, this works. Alright, what is going on here? Why am I raised those legs up, didn't I? Oh, I see what's going on. Oops. It's like, why am I not moving? Yeah, see, now I can reposition right here, load all this last little bit of wood up, and be in good shape. We'll do that in the next video. So we'll come back in our next video and we'll finish all this up and sell off the wood. We'll get a stump grinder. We'll do all that stuff. Yeah, we'll do all that when we come back, and I'll remember to save so that, you know, we won't have to do this all over again. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We still got a lot more wood to cut because I got all those trees up that way I want to cut as well. So we'll continue this in our next video. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smack the like button, share with your friends, make a comment down below, all that good stuff that we said at the beginning. Subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. I'll try to do some more for you tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, have yourself a great day. Don't forget to jump by my Gawkbox account and check out, play a game, and give me a little money that way. So shameless plug there. Anyways, have a great day. Bye bye, guys.